Welcome back, everyone. I did all my license stuff off the page. I'm saving some numbers up for some of them, but I've been wondering, like, there's a lot of magic lore licenses on this license board for a character who, like, I don't believe really has access to magic of any kind. Like, there's no magic licenses on this board. So I'm wondering if it might have been smarter, like, to pair this with a license. Like, there's this. I will eventually get to cast Curaja, like 700 million years from now. But like there doesn't appear to be. There's some white magic dotted around that I may not even get access to. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of white magic sort of around here, incidentally. If I can get Holy, maybe. If I can figure out what gets me access to Holy. Okay. That's sort of problem solved then. I was just wondering if there was maybe a better combination of licenses I could have given how much of a thing, like, magic lore. What was I saving up for on this board? Am I losing my mind? Well, we can worry about it later, but, like, the other thing I'm remembering is katana damage scales with both, like, regular attack damage and magic attack, so that's probably the reason for it, and given that regular attack damage seems to be getting a lot of boosts from the monk thing, honestly, maybe, like, by the time I get a decent katana, maybe this will have been a good pairing. But, I don't know, I don't know, it's annoying to have to think about. It's like when you find out that Pokemon have hidden stats, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, well, how do I know that I've got the best possible rat? You know? Because I want the best possible rat, when it shouldn't really matter. The message should just be, love your rat no matter what. Love a rat all the time for everything it does and everything it is. It looks up at you, squoofing, and that's enough. Alright. Stop having this fucking constant, you know, capitalist fucking, oh, what's the worth of every rat we have in this pond? Why are they in a pond? Why have the capitalists put all of our rats in a pond? We don't know. They never explained that bit. But we've just got to trust them that this is the best system. Oh, it's right fucking here. I've walked past you. I've walked past you before. Drift slowly to the southeast. For the love of God. In this, it feels particularly overwhelming, because, like, There's so many options, and you are in control of what options each character has access to. And, like, it's possible to change that decision, but it, like, is very time-consuming and sort of, like, a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy every time you want to respec. Where, like, I was already struggling with the Dragon Quest XI system, which is significantly, like, this seems to be a thing in a lot of Dragon Quest games. Where, like, you get a choice of basically, like, 3 weapon types for a character, and you can put your points into whichever one you think will do good. And, like, even that I would be wondering, like, could I be doing better with something else? Am I holding the right hammer right now for what I want to get done? I'll just trust that there's nothing over that. At this point... Okay, but I have seen you, though, physically. So, no, don't set the frog on fire if it's not gonna... You woke up the frog by threatening to burn it. Why would you do this? Why would you burn a frog who wasn't real yet? This had better be something.
This had better be great.
I am going to slap one of every star sign. Right, let's get out of the wet place. Oh, there's more prizes behind another sleeping frog. Why do I keep getting lured to all of the prizes? I'll tell you what, the mimics knew what they were doing, didn't they? You gotta get all these prizes now. Ah! Well, there's a high ether in it at least, but you've nipped all them up. No, it's not awake. It's not awake. We can. I thought we weren't, but we did. I don't know that any of that made sense, but look, we've only got one more turn to get past, unless another one jumps up and fucking undermines me even further. Good grief. You have anything you want to say? He's just blarving with his big segmented face. He's not a problem. He's not a problem. Anyway, here's where we were going this whole time. Here's where I was sort of hoping to get to. Oh, there's a big thing. It's died over there. Metal. Big metal dead thing. I don't even know what you're supposed to fucking be. Part of a ship? Part of a crew? We don't know. It's pointy. There's pointy things going on. Is there anyone who, like, wants to fish for ideas? You've done a lot of magic. You're a little bit... You know what? I actually think there's a lot of... Yeah, I can see one there. There's a lot of flying people. So let's get these guns in high order.
You have to be kidding me, baby.
What do we think the flying folks hate the most? What's the worst outcome for the lad?
Come on, show me your lad outcome deficit.
Doesn't care. Actually, like, why are we even bothering having Varn out? He doesn't have really ranged anything, does he? Ash has ranged something.
Ash can equip.
If I've got it. I could have sworn I'd gotten you the license for that. Where are you? Yeah. Yeah, I have, so what's the issue? Oh, I don't have any bolts. Oh, I don't have the bloody ammunition for it, do I? Carry on then. You can just, like, draw attention to yourself. Draw attention to yourself for the big flappers to try and get you. And then everyone else will shoot it. Makes sense, doesn't it?
A dead one.
Who's there? That's a rabbit. It's a fiend. Look at this little fiend. We don't have the map for this place, do we? So we don't know where we're going yet.
There's a big man.
That's a good point. There's like
Wind.
Can you like not poison this? This'll do. This setup.
Hurt the big fucking lad.
Oh right, I turned automatic wind off, didn't I? Because it was like rinsing people's MP in the sands. I'll remember now.
I'll remember these things. I remember what the deal is. Horse.
Do these horses like being cold? Oh, or hate being cold, rather, as the case may be. In that case, right, we have finally calibrated a wrongdoing coefficient. Someone needs to have Libra on.
Turn your Libras towards us all.
I mean, that's doing something, but it's not a lot. Let's all attack horses from a distance, why don't we? Ugh. Takes a lot of effort, doesn't it? Just walking around a field. Everyone's creating spiky crescent creatures to cause harm and confuse you. This is not a very high defense or high HP party either. We don't really have someone here to eat the. Oh well, we might not need someone if we can keep doing that.
We might not need somebody in the sky.
I suppose like I could switch party members out like on an enemy by enemy basis rather than just waiting for them to level up. But like it's annoying. It's annoying to have to do. But if it's useful, I should probably be doing it. You know what I could be doing actually?
Protect.
You could be protecting people out here.
A suit of chainmail, eh?
Oh, we've like mapped out this whole place more or less. I suppose we gotta go downstairs and see what all that is, haven't we? Because I saw a treasure chest. You're fine, you're just jumping out and scaring me by being a rabbit. I knew you were a rabbit when you jumped out, and that's why I was frightened. I was like, oh! If a rabbit, of all things, is jumping at you, it has to know something you don't. Because nothing about that tracks.
Nothing tracks when you're in the fucking stadium.
God, that was really juddery for some reason. Why do you hate Pinello so? All the horses hate Pinello for some reason. Protect yourself. I kind of got distracted and forgot to cast Protect on anyone else. It's just a potion. It's not a snake! The snakes shun the light of day! Do them in, to your dismay. Come on. Get out of it.
Who's where? You. There's all kinds of deviousness going on. Protect the last one I forgot about, please. Continue to help people.
You're level 23 now.
I will...
Honestly, why not go back to our original plan of just running around like that? I don't think it makes a huge difference. We are, as I have pointed out, over-leveled. I think we're just generally trying to... Ooh, tasty. Trying to head to the south. Nope, still no idea. No idea what that mechanism is.
But let's just go southward and see if we can see. There's all...
It's All Hallows Eve, and the All Hallows gang are hallowing too loudly! No! I know this is when we get all of the Hallows done, but like, you don't have to do all of the loudest ones at the same time. Like, a little bit of consideration would not be the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world would be if a snake keeps hurting us.
Please.
You have at least some curing capacity.
You can at least put a kettle on someone's head.
Well, you're inviting me to wander down into a hole, aren't you? The only question I have is why?
Why have you made this hole for me?
Who's the fucking horses a lot of the time, aren't they? Right, I remember this being like I can farm, because there's so many horses, I can get the thing up really high and farm an expensive thing from the horses that I defeat by doing so. So think about that, why don't you?
Think about how many of these horses you could be doing at once.
You can get all kinds of... Oh! It's like I think the iron carapace sells for a reasonable amount for how sort of little it takes to... Oh, bronze! Bronze! Can I convince you to have bronze? Or is that even worth having at this point? Yeah, I already had one. There's no point. There's no point having bronze. Yeah.
What's down here then? A snake! Hello.
My snoot. Swipey.
Swipey server. I mean, I know where this goes, and it's not where we're going, but I just want
it on record. Maybe chopper!
Maybe we can sweep another delicious prize off the washing line again. We're back down here, you see. And the horses are too powerful. But what does a horse say when there's this?
Can I get some high-level loot, please? Can I get some high-level loot by destroying this one horse in the underground world?
A horse more powerful than the easier ones we were just talking about upstairs. When the horses don't need armour anymore, they come down here, turn into plants, and get really violent. That's the way of the world sometimes. Have we seen this one yet? Look, there's 3 of me.
And we jump! When we jump, we become a big rock. Look at this, fall on its head. Destroy it.
The most treacherous thing you can do. Clone yourself and then fuse into a giant stone. Oh, give us something tasty.
Oh, that's tasty!
You've done the thing that I asked for.
You've fulfilled the mission brief perfectly.
Look at my cloud. It turns to face you and zaps the fuck out of you and all your children today.
Oh, more.
I always never look at where the second mischarge is. I could be getting more done, but I'm afraid the time's gonna run out and I'll just have charged a bunch of nothing that I can use.
Oh!
Another 3! I'm getting all my 3s out. I'm sitting all my 3s down in the trench coat land.
We're all sat down in the trench coat shop having a fantastic picnic. Why are we having a picnic in the middle of a shop?
It's an act of protest.
We don't like your trench coats, munch, munch, munch.
That's what we all sing. We all used to sing that when we were kids. Don't pretend you didn't.
Don't pretend you didn't do it.
That's okay, we can just have a wet horse for a grand finale.
Sweep. What do you think is scarier, this
or the cardigan that I will tie around you later on? Yeah, you're scared of a cardigan this time, aren't you?
Zappy.
Zappy, zappy.
I'm surprised with all the 3s we were getting done, I'm surprised we didn't have something more remarkable than just a zap. Let's have it, we blew up. It's just an earth crystal. I don't think that's particularly impressive. We didn't get anything from a horse, not in this game. Well, with our time now having been thoroughly wasted, let's just continue going where we're going instead of where we're not. It's a more sensible decision to go where you're going, isn't it? Because then you end up there. And that's just better for everyone.
It's better for everyone when that happens.
I think we're past all the flying ones now. I'm going to bring Barsh out.
I'm going to bring
Barsh out to hurt the horses faster. Die. Die like that, look.
Die in a sort of dead way.
A sack of poison bombs! Oh yes, everybody can explode today. Do we have a bomb thrower?
Excuse me? Do we have a bomb thrower? We don't. Where do we get one? Where do we...
There's a snake!
Right. The snakes sneak out of my mind when I'm trying to sleep. That's not what I meant to say. The snakes stick out in my memory as being a nuisance in this. Because when you're trying to farm all the horses, the snakes will just appear out of the ground at random, and then they're on you like a shot. Because you don't know where the snakes are until they jump out at you, and by that point they've already noticed you. The snakes just interrupt everything you're trying to do.
The snakes don't care what you're about. The snakes only want to cause ruin. Ruin and mischief in the fucking big world. You see, there's one right now.
Snoodle, look. It might be pointy and that's fun, but look. You've gotta stop. You've gotta stop being a snake sometimes. It's fine if you want to be a snake occasionally, but there's a time and a place. We have the snaking centre for that.
We have facilities, special. We have a serpentine facility for you.
Membership is free, even. Like, what's your excuse? It's not costing you. It costs nothing to be a snake in the appropriate venue. Like, you're so flat. You're just a fucking measuring tape given life. An incredible invention. A burb! I got a handkerchief near a bird. Are you all impressed? Are you all going to marry me? Come on now. You've got to be stopped. I've stopped you. Good stuff. There's all sorts of you now. This place is wretched with snakes. You get so many of them. And they've all got their own subscription service. This'll be why people think you have to pay for the fucking snake center, won't it? Because the snakes have just parallels. I don't want to hurt these famous birds, but they're gonna try and get me. They're gonna try and get me if they know what's going on. So I've got to make sure that they don't figure it out. I've already established that we don't get particularly great loot from chocobos. Nothing that we can turn into a fantastic prize. Speedly burb. Got a lot of elemental weaknesses though.
If a mage came out of his cage, would you applaud?
15 damage, man, fuck you. Fuck you tapping a snake that lightly. I don't think you're taking this seriously at all. The H. You know, you can spell snake without H, it turns out, and that's how you lose. That's how you lose in the... Oh, you've made a horse angry. And you're not really equipped to deal with it. Should we bail you out? You seem to be struggling. Yeah, let's... Look, that's how you hit them properly. You're trying to punch a horse to death. And that's fine. But there's other ways to do things. I saw some treasure over here.
There's treasure over here we need to consider.
Oh, I've got to get past all the waking birds, haven't I? Yeah, that's the way I'm going as well.
Alright. Through and one. Everybody stops. Come on, don't be here. That bird's fucked up.
You're gone. Oh, I really don't like how they fall over. That's so sad.
I'm not even gonna touch you. No hurt the burb.
Snake, though. Snake can be defeated. You're annoying. You've actively drawn my ire.
You turned all my jelly beans frosty. Who freezes a jelly bean?
This snake, apparently. Acted as if I should have expected it. Look at all these.
All sorts of people. The Gareth. With a big smoky tent.
Good, yes, I need to heal a little bit.
Give me access to something I can use. Give me a snooze grenade.
Yeah, this. This one. I got confused for a second.
I'd like... Hello? Are you gonna sell me a map? Yes, sell me a map, please. I'll love to buy them.
Or I can buy maps of both.
I can buy all sorts of maps if I want. Give me another one. Yay, 30 coins.
Amazing. Now I know the general area.
Now I know my way round. Right, can I come in and do whatever we were doing over here, please? I don't fully remember. Don't go having a game here.
The Wayfarers. Oh, you're the guy we met.
The fiends of the plains didn't us bonkin'.
Oh, he's not. He got caught bonking all the horses on his own again.
I don't remember. I was hoping one of you knew. Let them pass. They will pass even if they don't. They're here no matter what.
Alright, we're going through. Oh, another one apparently.
Who's the mysterious other funny person walking through? War Chief.
Yeah.
Why have you come here? Are you intending to bring a big funny war onto my head?
Someone else. Someone else wants to know about the stones. We all want to... Everybody's asking about rocks today. Or having punches. Are you having punches? You're thinking things about... You're having a sleep. Having a little sleep.
Nothing wrong with a bit of a little sleep.
Now, as well as our actual objective, someone here has a petition for us. Which I believe...
I've crossed the stones, yes. I've crossed the stones. Which one of you...
A fiend with strange powers is downstairs. That's worrying. You're an elder.
Protected by all of it. Forget about things.
And what about you? I don't know about all of the stones. A child's wandering around asking about stones. Right, so you're named, so you'll come up later, I'm presuming.
But you're not the person I'm looking for. You're not...
There's weirdos! Look at that! Scrawfus horses! There's so many types of bird horse.
They're all great. They're easily done.
Eat all their feet in the rising sun.
Never sight. Confusing.
What do you like to say? Fair enough.
Can I make some purchases? Can I do some trading? Do you want to,
I've got to remember not to sell you, because I'll get a better price.
On the floating continent, when the big float comes through town. When we all have a big parade in honour of the drink. I can sell that drink for a small fortune. Everybody will be like, oh, it's the famous one.
And I'll be like, yes, yes,
Coins.
Great festival. Great for kids. This can, like... This has a use outside of just selling it, right? There's a reason to hold on to these, I think. So I'm going to.
Oh, ho, ho, golden! It's a reasonable amount of gold things.
Oh, hot sword. Oh, but it's really weak. Here we go. Oh, an iron pole can slow things down. Flame staff. This is only, like, underleveled because the axe we found was so much more powerful than it was supposed to be, wasn't it? I am gonna get this. I am gonna get this because we can start using that now. Let's get everybody else better equipment first. How about... That's a funny little shape. Oh, automatic wet bonk. Automatic wet bonk we need. A new staff to look at would not be the worst thing. I feel like we've been stuck with a wizard staff for a heck of a long time. I'm gonna... Actually, what else do we... Right, we just picked up some other armor, didn't we? What's
Oh!
more powerful flames?
They can get some all sorts of objects. If I knew where they were.
Right, let's get everybody optimized so that we know. You can equip the golden helm and golden armor. But does anybody else, like, do you want them? Because you're like... Yes, that looks about right. And then you can have the winged helm and the chainmail. That's all superior. You will lose some vitality. What does vitality do? I think I actually won't equip that yet. Because I don't know if it's worth doing. Ooh, an ice shield. Little half ice dab. There's actually... I won't equip it yet, but that's probably anything that halves an element and an elemental damage deliverance is gonna have its uses. Get 2 of these. Just buy another survival vest. 4 Fran. A green beret. I'll buy 1 and see if it has any other... Yeah, it increases speed. It's quite useful on you, and we'll get another one for Van, I think. You've got the bronze shield equipped. Can you equip... You can't equip the gold shield yet. But if we can get you the... Like, the ice shield is the same amount of evade, seemingly. So I don't know that there's a reason to hold on to the gold shield at this point. I'm gonna get this because it looks funny. A fire sword. If we find something weak to fire on, maybe that might be... I don't know. Because the random damage can be a liability sometimes.
Might be best to stick with whose face we have.
We did not... The elders did not know. That is unfortunate. So...
Let's go and meet the great chief.
Arranging an audience would be...
Hello? Hello, know who I am, please.
They must know what...
Do you have of the proof?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Herm.
Oh, I just kind of know. I just kind of know that you're right. Let's go through then. We've not found who it was. We can find who did the petition in a minute. Let's do this bit first. Like, we just said we were going in here.
Hello? Show me. Show me! Show me into your house.
I've got a bigger and more spikier head than normal. Look at this. This is how great I am.
Look how many horns I can have.
Stone. There certainly is a stone.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how.
There was a boat
Thus
that
I've come.
exploded itself.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
The stone, it's a stone. I don't know.
Ages
Like, how do
past,
you use
the
it?
gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us.
Oh, I don't know. That's me saying I don't know.
Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king, called the Dynast King. He used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwall flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still,
Oh, fuck.
even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power.
You gotta
It will be
recharge your rock
posterity
properly.
who wield the stone in ages yet to come.
Oh, dear.
This stone is devoid of power. Empty,
Oh, if I had a nickel for every
yet
time I've been
full
told
of
that.
thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic.
Oh, someone's approaching and is
of
small.
good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Hello, I'm here.
Larsa?
I've been here the whole time. Eee.
What are you Wallace and grommeting at me for? What's this now? It's night somewhere. Oh, it's the same place. This is seen from an angle. Night has fallen, and with it, my face. My face falls off when the sun goes down. It's like,
I say
ooh.
we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
Big war.
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omasace. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Hostages? Oh, the ghost!
Rustler.
Oh, no,
You saw
I'm a ghost.
Didn't you? Like at the king's tomb.
I know these
So
things,
you
because I'm
did
here.
see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bush told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you,
Some
I think I will.
fucking purchase on why I'm here in this story at all as the main
I
protagonist.
wish I knew.
I'll find him.
I'll catch all of them. It's my biggest quest. Alright, we're looking at the moon now. We're right proper having a look at an old moon. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff, let me download the rectangle. It's not a well, it's a trapezium. It might be a rectangle seen from an angle itself. I envisioned the
will
rectangle
accompany
being
you
on the
to
floor.
Mount Baromeses.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
Let's go to Baromeses, please.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Baromeses.
Who is that?
An enemy.
Big Johnny
and an
Omeses
ally
himself.
also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
We can finally get a close look at his platinum burr.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Sniff your fingers. What do my fingers smell like when I make my decisions? No, who's back here? Me. That's fine. Nothing weird's happening. It's just
Holy
more
Mount
party
Baromeses
members having to...
stands at the
Holy
northern
Mount
end of the
Baromeses,
Yacht
Batman.
Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Have we
Don't
been
get your
fearing
hopes up.
pursuit by their airships up till this point?
You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
Our stones are better than normal.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Shall I
Apologies,
yell fuck at your bread
but I
knife?
need to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Also joins as a guest. Right, this is the reinforcements I was waiting for to do something else. No, don't stop putting me in more cuts. There's fish under the bridge! There's fish under the bridge and you're making me look at more cutscenes. Well, not yet. There's someone. There's someone I need to speak to. Take a token off my fingers. Onion arrows. Does not speak of the last land of the leg. Alright, we get free birds for a moment. But no. No, I need to see, does it actually, like... this? Okay, it was in that last place.
What's the bonus
That I've got. Is it you? Sleepy? You're the only one I don't recognise there.
great tortoise? Being a sizable tortoise with a massive shell of broad circumference. Oh, look at me, I'm a broad tortoise tonight. Oh, burb.
Burby beak. Burby beak, look at them. I know there's all kinds of different ones. Anything that's not a yellow one will attack you. Because it wants to. The bird will go to war under most circumstances. And here's another.
It's an eldritch fiend, look at this ordinary horse. This is an ordinary horse, look. Look at it.
Everyone's dead because of it. You know what? Might we... There's like some hunts that need to be done next time. Shall I just like... stop for now and then we can do some hunts in the next episode. I think that might be the plan.
So join me for that
If you have to.
Goodbye.